Justin, what have you seen on film so far from the Vikings defense under Brian Flores?
Yeah, they're a really good defense. They're really well coached, and they've got a lot of athletic guys up front. And so it's going to take a lot of attention from us, good week of preparation and practice to get on them.
You went up against Flores in 2020. What do you remember from that game, and have you rewatched that film this week at all?
We'd have to rewatch it again. We've definitely looked at it, addressed it. Saw some things that we could improve, and saw some things that we did well that game. But definitely one of those games to look back and watch again.
So you did watch it this week?
Sorry, what was the energy like at practice? Like how guys responded after Sunday?
Energy's been great. It's we're professionals here, and these guys show up every day to work, and they do their best. So it's been an honor to be sharing the field with them.
You did watch that Dolphins game this week, or
correct?
Okay. And just on a broader level, like what are the challenges that his defense poses with some of the fronts that they show? Obviously, they'll stack the line and drop guys off. Just what are the challenging parts of dealing with that?
Yeah, they're really well coached. So you got to be prepared for all the great things that they do, and it's up to us to have a good week of practice for protection-wise, run game, so that we're sound up front.
On the back end, I know you faced him before, but what's the challenge of going against Harrison Smith?
Yeah, he's very smart. He's had so much success in the league, and he's such a great defensive player that is so instinctual and athletic, and so he poses a lot of threats, and he's one of those guys you have to be aware of whenever he's on the field.
I'm sure you had a chance to dive in a little deeper into that overtime series on Sunday. What did you take away from that? Just those three plays that didn't net anything.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be better on those three plays. So got to try and complete the ball, and that's on me as a quarterback to be able to get the ball moving.
Just the way things have started this year, do you get a sense at all that people have the same faith in Brandon that they had when he first got here, or if that's wavered at all?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
With the way things have started this season, do you get the sense that people have the same faith in Brandon, Coach Staley, that they had when he first got here, or if that's wavered at all?
For sure, we believe in everyone in this organization, and things haven't gone our way the past couple of games, but panicking is never going to fix anything, and so it's up to us to be able to fix that as an offense, score more points, and we believe in the defense, and sometimes we're going to score a bunch of points, and sometimes we're not, but it's up to us as a team to play together.
Has this stretch been particularly frustrating throughout the other periods during your career, like this first 2 weeks of the season at all, or? Like you could compare it to any point of your NFL career?
It's just the NFL. You have to come and take it for what it is, and we've lost 2 games, and it's up to us to answer that, and not to let these past 2 games affect our next one.
When you look at the Vikings, do you see a team that's really just like you guys? They're a player or two away from maybe being 2-0 instead of 0-2.
Yep, I think you said it best right there. They're right there with us, and they're a really good football team. So it's up to us to have a good week of practice, of preparation, to be ready for the game on Sunday.
Justin, you mentioned after the game in Nashville that you'd have to watch the film to figure out sort of how much their front sort of affected you in the passing game. Just watching it back, how much of a factor was that in the game?
Sorry, could you repeat that
Titans
question?
Front. Yeah. When I asked you in Nashville, how much of an impact their front had on you in the passing game. You said you wanted to watch the film. So now that you've watched the film, just what were your takeaways in terms of how their front maybe affected the game for you guys?
Yeah, I thought we did a lot of good things on offense. I think there were still a lot of things that we could have improved and could have done better. But I thought up front those guys battled. The offensive line did a great job holding their own. A couple costly sacks that I got to get the ball, got to get rid of the ball quicker. So that's on us as an offense to get better.
You guys are 0-2, so are the Vikings. But when you hear that teams that start a season 0-3, only 6 teams in the history since the NFL expansion, 1979, have made the playoffs. When you hear those stats, what kind of reaction do you get from that?
I think we do our best not to listen to stats and listen to things outside of our control. We're going to do everything we can to win this game on Sunday, and we're doing everything we can during practice, in the film room, in the weight room. And anything beyond that is not in our focus right now, so we're focused on the Vikings.
The 2nd and 10 in overtime, where you threw it away, was the pressure from early in the game on your mind in that moment in terms of getting the ball? You mentioned, the couple sacks that you took that you felt like you could get the ball out early. What could you have done differently there, or did you feel like the pressure maybe impacted like how you sort of dealt with that play and the pressure coming off?
I went through my reads there, and I didn't see anyone open, and they've done a good job of covering our guys downfield. And so instead of taking an illegal grounding or taking a sack, throwing the ball away and going to 3rd down.
Justin, the last drives, the last 2 games, you guys have fallen short. Is it play calling, decision making, combination of everything?
I think it's on us as an offense to be better. I think the coaches have done a great job of putting us in a position to win, and we just have to execute better.
There was a 3rd and 4 in the fourth quarter where you handed off to Elijah. Was that a check there for you? Did you change the play at the line of scrimmage?
I'm not quite sure which one you're talking about. I'd have to take a look at that one.
Yeah, it was like 11:59 left in the fourth quarter, 3rd and 4, handed off to Elijah up the middle.
I unfortunately don't have that.
Okay.